In the gloomy corridors of time, nestled within the smog-laden heart of Victorian London, there lurked a menace that sent chills down the spine of even the bravest souls. His name echoed through the narrow, gaslit streets, reverberating off the cobblestones, whispering into the ears of the denizens who dared traverse the night. Jack the Ripper, a name synonymous with terror, continues to haunt the collective memory to this day. But who was this enigmatic killer? The shroud of mystery that veils the true identity of Jack the Ripper has given him an almost mythical status. As we traverse the murky paths of history, let's unveil the countenance of the man behind the myth, and delve into the abyss to uncover the true face of Jack the Ripper. The darkness that enveloped the streets of Whitechapel in the late 1800s was not just metaphorical. The fog of uncertainty and fear was palpable, its tendrils creeping into the hearts of Londoners. The city found itself in the clutches of a predator who struck fear into the heart of the empire. The Ripper's gruesome acts were not just a terrifying reality but became a dark legend, each telling more bone-chilling than the last. The lore of Jack the Ripper isn't just a tale of cold-blooded murder, it's a narrative intertwined with the social fabric of Victorian London. The destitution, the despair, and the desperate cries for justice were as much a part of the story as the cold steel that extinguished the lives of the innocents. But what face did fear wear in those dark times? The police sketches, witness testimonies, and newspaper caricatures have painted a grim picture of a shadowy figure with a sinister gaze. However, the face of Jack remains elusive, lost in the folds of history, a phantom that evades capture to this day. Theories abound, with suspects ranging from the plausible to the preposterous. The roster of accused includes the likes of Prince Albert Victor, the grandson of Queen Victoria, to the lesser-known but equally scrutinized suspects like Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant. The Ripperologists, a dedicated and dogged group of enthusiasts and scholars, have turned every stone in their quest to unveil the identity of London's notorious Night Stalker. As we sift through the sands of time, the narrative of Jack the Ripper becomes a reflection of the era's anxieties and the dark underbelly of the burgeoning Industrial Revolution. The face of Jack the Ripper is not just a historical conundrum, it's a mirror reflecting the fears of a society on the precipice of modernity. The journey to unmasking Jack the Ripper is fraught with twists and turns. Each revelation, each clue unearthed, takes us a step closer to the ghastly truth. But the heart of the mystery beats strong, the enigma of Jack's identity remaining as elusive as the morning mist that veiled the bloody streets of Whitechapel. Our expedition into the dark heart of Victorian London is not just a quest for a name or a face, it's a venture into the core of fear, a scrutiny of the human psyche when confronted with the unknown. As we draw back the curtain on the nefarious deeds of Jack the Ripper, we unearth not just a tale of horror, but a narrative of a society in turmoil, and a testament to the enduring allure of the macabre. The tale of Jack the Ripper is a chilling reminder of the depths to which humanity can descend when shrouded in anonymity. The quest to unveil the true face of Jack the Ripper is an odyssey that transcends time, its echoes resonating through the annals of history, a grim narrative that holds a dark mirror up to the face of society. The mystery of Jack the Ripper endures, its allure undiminished by the passage of time. The enigmatic killer's legacy is not just a series of cold cases, but a dark folklore that continues to captivate the imagination and chill the bone. Through the annals of criminology and the dark alleys of history, the spectral figure of Jack the Ripper looms large, an enigma wrapped in a riddle, veiled in the mists of time. The labyrinth of mystery surrounding Jack the Ripper continues to beckon historians, criminologists, and those with a morbid curiosity towards the abyss of human depravity. The Ripper's tale is more than a century old, yet it feels eerily contemporary as modern-day sleuths employ cutting-edge forensic science in an attempt to solve the unsolvable. This juxtaposition of the old with the new, the gaslit streets with DNA analysis, creates a narrative that is as haunting as it is enthralling. The Ripper's victims, all women of the night, found themselves in the clutches of a merciless killer whose modus operandi sent shockwaves through the societal norms of the time. The brutality and surgical precision with which he dispatched his victims suggested a mind as intelligent as it was deranged. The newspapers of the time were filled with lurid details, each report feeding the growing legend of the Ripper, each murder amplifying the cacophony of fear that gripped Whitechapel and, by extension, the world. As we delve deeper into the dark annals of history, we stumble upon a society that was in flux. The Industrial Revolution had set the stage, and the characters in this macabre play were as complex as the times they lived in. The Ripper, for all his infamy, was a product of his era. A faceless terror who emerged from the shadows, embodying the darkest fears of a society on the cusp of monumental change. Among the fog-shrouded streets, the theories regarding the true identity of the Ripper proliferate. Some point fingers at well-known figures of the time, while others cast a suspicious eye towards the faceless multitudes. The suspects gallery is a who's who of the era's eccentrics and outcasts. The theory of the royal conspiracy, which implicates Prince Albert Victor, holds a sinister allure. However, the lack of concrete evidence leaves such notions in the realm of speculation. Then there's Aaron Kosminski, a name that has emerged from the shroud of suspicion with some degree of credibility. Recent DNA analysis of a shawl found at one of the crime scenes has pointed towards this Polish immigrant. But as with anything associated with the Ripper, controversy is never far behind. The authenticity of the shawl and the methodology of the analysis have been questioned, leaving us with more questions than answers. In the halls of academia and the dark corners of Ripperology forums, the debate rages on. The identity of Jack the Ripper seems to be an enigma that resists resolution, a dark cloud that refuses to be dispersed. But why does this tale continue to fascinate? Perhaps it's the interplay of darkness and light, of evil and the quest for truth, that keeps us coming back, hoping to unveil the face of terror that once haunted the streets of London. The narrative of Jack the Ripper is a relentless journey into the heart of darkness. It's a tale that reflects the dual nature of humanity, a grim reminder of the thin line that separates civilization from savagery. As we continue to sift through the evidence, analyze the letters purported to be written by the Ripper himself, and wander through the dark streets of history, we remain hopeful. Hopeful that one day, the face of Jack the Ripper will step out from the shadows of legend into the cold light of truth, providing closure to one of the most chilling chapters of criminal history.